Good afternoon. It's Vegereness, and it's time for some rapid. All right, let's get it going. All right, we already got a tough game going. 2186. You know what? Let's C4. Let's go back to the old me. Yeah, you know what? Let's play it. I don't play this line a lot, so I want to play it more. I go knight 3, right? Just to target this. What is the best way to deal with? Do I go queen c2? Am I allowed to take this? I'm assuming I can't, right? Because they have rook e8. Okay, so knight takes, rook e8, d4, d6, retreat back, knight e4. It's kind of annoying, so I think I'm just going to bishop e2. Yes, this is the problem when you play something you're not as familiar with. Do I take with d? Let's take with d. Okay, I'm going to castle. Let's go bishop g5. I could go bishop c4. They can go knight e5. I do have rook d1, but they can also respond with knight e5. Do I care about knight e5? I can go knight e6. Take the so let's go rook a d1. I think that's okay to play. They're playing super fast, so they just might be well within their knowledge of this opening. I'm assuming they are. Well, I'm the one that's kind of experimenting a little bit more. But this position's not completely terrible. I guess it's not really the worst case scenario if black takes, right? Wow. So can I just go knight e6? Because that forces a queen move right away. And I could just take the rook. Or maybe they're going to give up the queen. Okay. Well, if they give up the queen, then I think they're going to give up the queen. Yeah, I think they're going to give up the queen. I'm going to pre-move anyway. So even if they take the rook, so if they take the rook, and I take back, and they take the knight, I can take on f6 and then take on e4, and I kind of get rid of this kind of silly pawn structure that could annoy me. But they could take the knight first, and then I take with the rook, and even then I'm still going to take the f6 knight. So there's not going to be a knight d3. So they're going to go for it. And now I take here and go queen e4. Yeah, that's 100%. Okay, so we're in a super imbalanced position. I have plenty of time. They're, of course, going to be trying everything under the sun to counter me. So if I go b3... So I go b3, takes. They get a free pawn. I have f4. That's pretty scary. This b3 don't move. I think I have no choice, right? Queen f2. Doesn't really do anything. I have queen f4. Rook takes bishop. Takes here. Doesn't really do anything. The only way I can really lose this game is obviously, apart from getting outplayed, is time. I do have bishop h5. Doesn't really do anything. Could I go bishop d1 and bishop c2? But then they play knight e3, right? Because they will probably play rook d8, knight e3. Or knight d3. If I take, they get a passed pawn. And it's kind of scary. So maybe I should just go with b3. Do they have f5? No. They have knight d3. They still have knight d3 if I play. No, I gotta get rid of this pawn. Now they could play b5 here. In that case, I might have to play f4 and then f5. But I don't know if I really want to play f4. And then this just becomes a little bit more vulnerable. Takes. Okay, let's play f4. I have to be careful about this type of triangulation though. I have to be super careful about it. Okay, so this doesn't work because of this. But why don't I threaten the rook first? And then play f5. That might work. They go rook here. Now I have 5. And there's no knight threats. That works. I think pawn f5 works now. Okay. I think I saw that pretty quick, so... Job's not over yet. Okay, that was a good move. I can take here, can't I? I take bishop c4. Rook here, takes with the pawn. Or I can play this first. Yeah, let's take here. I think this is good. Okay, we just cleared all the pawn threats. So there's no main threats whatsoever. Knight h4 is still slightly scary, but we're the ones with all the initiative now. Okay, we're very comfortable. I think once I get pawn f5, I'm going to be super comfortable, even with the knight on e5. So takes here, pawn takes, push f5. I can't push this now because they can take, so do I go queen here? Do I get how super greedy? No, I can't because they'll take the bishop, so I have to take here. And then I could just take the a pawn. Or no, I don't even have to take the a pawn. I could just play queen g3. So if they take with the rook, I play queen g3 and I get a piece. If they take with the pawn, I can still take a7. Although f5 seems to be really good. I'm pushing. Okay, so now I go queen g3. And now they're pinned, so that delays the move. So they've forced the f5, and now can I go h4? h5? Or I can just go queen g5 and just take the f pawn. Keep it very simple. Yeah, you know what? Let's keep it very simple. Let's just take the f5 pawn. Very simple. Take here. This rook doesn't even have to move. I think I could just keep it here. Okay, now let's do a pin again. So if they pin again, they go rook e4, right? So then I go queen... Or maybe I go h4 instead. No, let's go here, and then we do h4. So rook e4... Oh, wait, that works too. Okay, get a piece. Okay, queen g3. They go h4, we go queen g4 again. Do I have any tactics? I have rook f7, right? Because queen threat here. Yeah, just simplify this. Just simplifying the position. Worst case scenario, we lose all the pieces. We still have 4 pawns to 2. There is 0 chance I'm losing this game. I'll take that W. Let's go. 2186. First time using English in this series. I used to play English for a long time, but it was very outdated. But I recently been looking to get back to using English, and I decided to take the courage, and I think all you saw, right? I was hesitating for a second, and I played c4. Oh, yeah. 92.6% accuracy. No mistakes, no blunders. All right, 1 mistake, 3 accurate inaccuracies. Okay, let's see. I don't know if I did really well in the beginning. It felt slightly uncomfortable, but yeah, I knew e4 was the main here. Oh, so I just take the pawn? So I can actually do this? And then they go here. Oh, I can retreat backwards. And then if they take, I take with d pawn. So this is something I have to learn how to do. And what, queen f3? Really? Knight f4 is really good? I guess the knight's on a really good square, and then bishop d3 is very natural, right? So what if they just castle? And then I go bishop d3. Okay, much more to learn here. I've never done this before, but apparently I could take the e-pawn. So that's good to know. I played queen c2, which kind of looked good in the beginning. Bishop e2 is fine. a3 was the best move. They went d5. I'm like, all right, let's take all this. They took here was a mistake, and I took with the d pawn. Yeah, because I realized that I can get a quick activation of this bishop. And it's completely great. Okay, so f4 is preferred. Man, I feel like castling just makes more sense, doesn't it? Okay, yeah, it's very close. So, yeah, I like castling here. After knight c6, which is a accurate move, they're supposed to just take the pawn. Okay, I play bishop g5, which is a mistake. Oh, because they're supposed to take here. So if they take, we take, then they go here. And then if I take with the queen, they have bishop e6, and they get all the momentum. Okay, I see. Okay, I see. That makes sense. So if the knight comes, I just get rid of it. So wait, after knight takes, pawn takes, then bishop here? It says that's not the best. Just take. Wow, it doesn't even... So we have 2 pawns, but they're like targets for white. So I don't even know where to put the bishop here in this position. Let's say they go like rook e8, which is like a natural move. Okay, so we just occupy all the dark squares this way. Interesting. So we have kind of like this, like the V. Hold on, let me make a more accurate V. The V. Okay, interesting. So bishop g5, we went rook a d1. I'd like to see. I'm glad I found that move. Knight e5 is a mistake. Yeah, so I was like, okay, if they want to give up their queen, so be it. But I saw all of this. Oh, so f4 right away is much more accurate. Okay, that's fine. And then f4, we did it anyway. And then I knew, oh, I should just go straight up. But what if they go bishop d5? Oh, it doesn't matter because I go queen e3. Okay, I just overcomplicated this without realizing it. I'm silly. I should have just f5 right away. But that's okay. I still got it off. Yeah, this was very good. I knew all these were accurate, or almost accurate. Oh, they're all excellent moves. And rook f7 is... Okay, so it is best. Okay, good. Perfect. We take the first game, and let's get another game going. Oh, we're white again? Can we go 2 for 2 with English? Is this... Okay. I guess I just take, right? Wait, can I just go knight f3 instead? Yeah, let's go knight f3. Let's go some Catalan. Okay, and now I just push, right? If I recall, I push e3. This is the way, right? This is the way. Yeah, I think it's e3 here. I'm pretty sure. And I take with the f pawn. Really? Okay. How do I get this pawn? So the only way to defend this is here. So if I go knight c3, bishop c5, queen here, and then e4, I get it, right? If I go queen b3, bishop here, don't I just take this? Yeah, how did they stop this? How did they stop queen b3? Because I'm targeting this. Like, I'm pretty certain you don't push d3. Like, I'm not a Catalan player yet. I might have to seriously consider that. Okay, so now I just take with the bishop, right? And if they go queen a5, I can just check on a4 and then retreat back to c2. Or do I take with the queen? No, I gotta take with the bishop. Okay, I'm like super confused. Okay, can I castle or do I have to play... Can I play bishop e4 instead? And just put direct pressure on the knight? I can also just play knight c3. They might go f5 here and just all in. Maybe bishop e4 is not a bad idea. Because where else am I going to place this bishop, right? So bishop e4, knight a5, queen here, c6. Oh, my bishop's kind of like misplaced now, right? All right, I don't know if they're going to find knight a5, but okay, they can also play knight b4. And then I have a3. Okay, let's try it. I'm burning way too much time because I'm so confused. I have no idea if this is the best move, but I'm going to go for it. Oh, they can't go C. Oh, they can't go knight e5 because I have queen b5, and if they go c6, I take here. Aha! That's the reason why bishop e4 I feel like works. If they go knight b4, I can just a3. Okay, so they're trying to. I have no problem training the bishop, but I might just castle first, right? Castling seems really good, and then if they go f5, I could just take. Or I can go bishop d5. Maybe I don't have to take right away. Although that does beat queen. That does beat the purpose of queen b5, because then I can't target his pawn anymore. Actually, you know what? Let's go bishop d5. And if they go e4, I can just knight d4, honestly. It's actually not too bad because they're still 2 moves away from castling. And if I open up the e file, I feel that it might be adequate compensation. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't open up the e file because there's an e4 pawn. Okay, so maybe can we go knight g5? There's no way, right? It takes. Quick goes here. Kind of opens up this area a little bit. And then I have f4 ideas with bishop h3. I'm burning so much time for no reason. Oh, wait a minute. I have to be very careful because if I move the knight anywhere, oh, I have to be super careful because if I move the knight and like here, they'll take, and then c6, and that's a problem. Knight g5 doesn't work because they can just take. Queen g5. Takes here, pawn takes. And I can get f4. Pawn takes, rook takes. They also just have knight e5 straight up. And then my knight goes into a bad square. Okay, let's just take, and I'm going to go knight e1 and then d3. But they might just go knight e5 right away, which would be a shame. Okay, let's see what happens. We're up a pawn, and we're sort of castled, but they have all these threats. Do I play c5? Do I just, or no, I'm going to play f4. Yeah, f4 is like mandatory. I have to prevent pawn taking. And if they en passant, that's fine too. Okay, and now I do d4. And then pawn takes, knight takes. Or I could take with the queen. Taking with the queen is not a bad idea. And if they go knight b4, I can play knight a3 and protect c2 long enough. Okay, let's do this. Let's just d4. Yes, we're creating weakness, but we have no choice. Now I take with the queen. Yeah, this is fine. We have no problem with endgame right now. They got double bishops. We have an extra pawn. They are up on time, but trading endgame isn't the worst thing either for me. Simplifies the position a little bit. Now, my goal is to get a knight on e5. So maybe knight bd2 and knight f3 is not the worst idea. That I can put a knight on e5 and just keep it there. I also have like b3 potentially. If I would love to be able to do that, but I can't really do it right now. Actually, knight c3 and knight d5 is also a great idea too. They probably want a queenside castle. That makes a lot of sense. Now it's just a matter of how fast can I get my pieces active. This bishop on c1 is going to take a while to get really going. Okay, so now I feel like I just want to play knight d5. Has there been anything better? I could just play b3, but then they just castle, right? And then this is under a problem. I have a problem here. Okay, I'm going too slow, I'm going too slow, I'm going too slow. Okay, I have to defend this pawn. Okay, so I have to defend that pawn. That's forced. Wow, they decided not to do anything. Okay, put a bishop here, and then rook D. Or rook F. Maybe rook F is better. And then I should be fine. I'm surprised they didn't even try like bishop F6 or anything. Because now I'm feeling very comfortable. Okay, they're moving fast, so they're just trying to outblitz me, which is completely normal. Knight e5 looks really good here. Yeah, because we're just trying to trade everything. Knight e5 looks really, really good. Yeah, I feel like my opponent should have castled queenside. Take advantage of getting a rook on d8. I feel this is too slow. Now I've kind of stabilized. Like, this is my only real weakness, and my king on f2 can just jump there anytime. Yep, that makes sense. So king here. And then they go knight b4, right? But then I go a3, rook c1. They have this. But then I have this. Okay, yeah, let's go here. I have to go king f2 no matter what. That's no choice. That's a no problem move doing that. g5 is a nice idea. But I gotta strip this knight immediately if I can. No, they have to go knight b4. Knight b4 makes so much sense, but I go rook a, c8. Yeah, so we go rook here. And then if they go knight c2, I go rook d3. Okay, so let's go here. I think they're playing for my time. I think they're going to try and beat me on time. I have this really... Like, they're going super fast when they don't have to. So they missed out on some good moves, but in compensation, I'm just lower on time, which is not good for me. Wow, they went there. Can't just go knight d5. Bishop takes. My bishop takes back. Wait, do I go a3 first? Yeah, let's go a3 first. Bishop takes, pawn takes. I'm completely okay with that. And then they go knight f6, or bishop f6. And I have to take. That's no choice. They got double bishop, which is scary, but my position's pretty solid. They have like c5, b5 ideas. I can't really trade. Do I have to go bishop a1? I can go b5? No, let's go. Bishop a1 seems wrong, but I'm running out of moves. Okay. Just slowly walking my pieces. Yeah, I think I have to take, right? Or don't I just go knight d5? And just put pressure. Because they do have c6. I could probably play knight c7. Targets the bishop, targets the a-pawn. They're going to try and beat me on time, though. So I have to be super fast. Really? They let me take? Okay. I can't say anything wrong. See anything wrong with that. Oh yeah, because they can take here. Wait, don't I just knight b? Oh, I have knight b6. That's insane. Because then I can play c5, which means they have to play c5 right now. But if they go c5, I can't take on a6 because my rook's hanging. So if I take the pawn, then they're just... Oh, they can't really take. It's kind of hard. Yeah, this is really good for me. Okay, now we just go here. And then we have rook here coming up. But they have king, so they're going to move this up. So why don't I just go... Let's go after this pawn. They don't have bishop c5, c4. They go rook d8, I go king e2. They don't have any checks because the knight's dominating everything. Okay. Okay, we're in blitz mode, so we can't go too slow anymore. Yeah, this knight b6 is so strong. But we have to trade the rooks off. Like, we have Wow, they want me to take it? Okay, I'll take it. Oh my god. Okay, this is really good. Yeah, let's go fast, baby. This is a very important move. Because now the king's delayed, I can just move this up. Yeah, this is over. There's no way. There's no comeback here. Alright, well this is... Hold on. Let's go here first. And now we can go b5. And then rook here. Yeah, now we're trading the rooks off. Okay. I'll take the double wins with the English. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go. Double English. Well, this is kind of Reti. So English Reti for the win. Oh, let's go. All right, let's give me a little applause for that. I'm so happy. Oh, finally. We're playing with confidence again. And we played two players that were... well, this one was less rating. But the first one was higher rating. So, yes. Let's go. See, I got a smile on my face. Finally. 82% accuracy. So not as strong as the other game. But it's okay. We're working on it. All right, let's go here. Yeah, so... Yeah, pushing this, there's no way that works. There's no way. Now, here's a question. If they go here, what do I do? I don't remember how to play this, so... Do I go, like, d3? Okay, d3 is not the bad idea. I don't know. Do I just... I don't take, do I? Oh, I do take! And then do I take here? Or do I just play knight c3? Okay, knight c3 is not a bad idea. Can I take? Oh, wow. It's just straight up capture and then just bishop e2. Okay. But this is, like, better for black. Like, slightly better for black. How do I counter that? Okay. Well, anyways. Okay. Something to learn new for the future of how do I play against this. Apparently taking his best, and then they're slightly, very, very slightly better. Okay, and what if they go like bishop here? d3 is just best? Okay, something to learn new. But I'll look at that later. Anyways, queen b3 was found. Took here. Oh, bishop e4 was the best move! I have never played this line. And I was like realizing bishop e4 is so good. Well, I didn't know if it was good or not, but I was... Because if you retreat the bishop, then they have like f5, and this bishop feels like kind of awkward. And then they have like knight b4 stuff, right? So maybe it's not the most comfortable, or maybe bishop g4. But I feel like the bishop's done its job. It doesn't want to go back to this clutterness. And then if I can get rid of it with exchanging for another piece, then I have like all this space here. So I'm so wow. I'm really glad I found bishop e4. Like, that's not a normal move, in my opinion, when you're thinking of opening, right? You're thinking naturally of development, but I think I just kind of understood the position. Yeah, so, okay, so they went here. They should have went knight. So if they went knight f6, I would have just taken the knight immediately, then take on e5, and then I would have been completely fine. Okay, so I'm supposed to d4 right away. How significant is d4 here? It's kind of significant. Okay. Yeah, this looks way more natural. Maybe I just wanted a castle and avoid all the clump. But okay, d4 is definitely better. Yeah, I did say I saw f5. Okay, this is not that good. I'm supposed to go back here. Yeah, I realized bishop d5 was a little bit overzealous because if this knight can move away and go c6 and attack me, then I'm in a problem because how do I save this bishop, right? Bishop c2 is better here. Okay, how better is this? Oh, it's way better. Okay, I need to keep that alive next time. So they played e4. I took here. Okay, so I played the best move. So This was slightly better for me, but very slight. I went f4. Oh, that's a mistake. I'm supposed to go knight c3, but then they played the worst move. They played bishop c5 when they could have played b6. Yeah, and now I knew this was the best move by far. Oh, I'm supposed to take with the knight. Oh, it's just better. Okay. But I wanted to endgame because I was down a pawn. Okay, so this is like all drawish. So, oh, knight d5 was the best move right away. So whenever they go here and then they castle queenside, I can just take, right? And then they take back, and then I go knight e5. Oh, that's why. That's why it's so good. But yeah, what happens if they go here? Then how do I just take, and then just play e3? Wow. Even then, I'm only slightly ahead. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, so I was not as accurate in the endgame as I should have, but I still played like okay moves, although this was... Oh, yeah, so I could have done... My pawns doubled. I could have played... Oh, I missed this move entirely. I forgot I had knight e2. Yeah, that's completely my fault. I think it's because I saw an opportunity to potentially trade, and even if I have a double pawn, my pawn here is not... It's not going to get taken right away, and I'm limiting the scope of the bishop, so that was my understanding. But I have knight e2 here, because then I can go knight d4 and be even more forcing. Yeah, this is 100% better. So I have to remember this type of maneuver. I didn't actually think of... I didn't even think about it once or even occur in my mind during the game. Yeah, it's like a... It's very... Like, this makes so much sense, but during the time, I didn't even consider it. And I really should have. So, that's my bad. Okay, so they could have taken... And then it's like pretty drawish. And then what do I do here? Bishop c5? Oh, they go f4. That's why knight e5 is not good. Because then they come here and break through. And now it's just like... It's anybody's game in this space. Like, yeah, I have knight d5, but... Rook's problem is... The one thing I was trying to really avoid was black being very active. And this is anything... Like, anyone can win in this position. Wow, this is bad. Oh, I'm supposed to take this right away? And then maybe king f2? Wait, hold on. If I take here, can't they just take this? And then can't they just take here? And then what benefits? Oh, wow, they can't take it because I have the double skewer. Oh, that is nasty. Yeah, this doesn't work because of knight d1. Oh my god, look at this. Okay, I completely missed this idea. Again, 4 minutes left. I don't want to burn too much time. I'm not going to be able to see this too fast. So I take here, and if they take here, I go back because I have this. Wow, this is like really being in the moment. Like this, to see this type of vision, if it's not being recognized by pattern recognition, is basically really understanding the pieces and where your pieces are and just not being tunnel visioned. Because I obviously slightly tunnel visioned like going here. I didn't even consider this, but I definitely didn't even consider that the pawn was fine because I can then just attack with the rook on double bishops on a open e-file. That's really beautiful. Again, another reason why tactics is so important to learn. They played knight b4. I didn't... Yeah, see, I felt I was okay here. Oh, a3 is bad. Just go knight f3? Oh, yeah, because I can go knight d4, and it causes even more chaos. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is still pretty much equal. Oh, I had knight a4. I didn't even think about it. See, another knight move I didn't consider. But again, I think when I was talking, I was so focused on the time. I was just worried about losing on time. Because they were moving a little bit faster, so I didn't think they were making all the best moves. Okay, so they could take, but they pushed b5, and then knight d5 was like the saving move. Yeah, this was really good. I felt I was completely fine here. Oh, I should have... Wait, did I have knight e7, king here, to just take the pawn? Oh, no, I don't do that. Take first, they take back, and then take the pawn? Oh, I just ignore it. Because then they take here, and I just take here. And then I'm completely fine. I'm targeting this. This is a pass pawn. Okay. That was my bad. I did miss that. But I was so excited by potentially... hold on. Let's back off a little bit here. I was excited by playing this and then getting a nice knight here. Yeah, like this is so... Like, to be honest, this fits more my style. Something like suppressing my opponent's activity. And then I could... Oh, I had rook d... I thought rook d6 did work. Oh, no, because the pawn can't be defended either way. So I went for this pawn when I could have went after the c pawn. Yeah, this I knew I was winning 100%. Yeah, and this is just all like simple technique. Once you get rook b7, this is over. Yeah, and then all this is forced. Wow. Back to back. Let's go. All right. Thank you for watching. Again, I tried out c4. Did English and red t. Didn't know it too well. Well, I do know English very well, but that line I never played that line too often. So that was quite something. But I really am happy about finding this in an opening I've never played like this for like I played maybe red t like maybe twice in my life. So played it pretty well. I can't really complain. My opponents weren't exactly terrible by any sort, but I felt like I kind of outplayed them a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe not this one. This one I didn't understand why they went d3, but the first game I'm very proud of. So, but yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoy this content and want to see me continue on this journey, learn and fail and win new and grow and do all those learning new things and stuff, and you enjoy maybe this is a little bit more entertaining, more educational, please subscribe. It really helps me out. Also, it makes a huge difference too. I think I'm at 971 subscribers as I record this. So yeah, we're gonna get to 1,000. There's no doubt in my mind. And as for watch hours, we're gonna get to 4,000. Hopefully, we can get that in a few months. But again, thank you all for your support. Again, please comment. Do you like to see me play English? Actually, I want to know. Do you want me to play e4? Do you want me to play c4? I'm not a d4 player, so. Unless someone's like, I don't know, I'm getting some gifts if you know what I'm saying. I'm not playing d4. But do you enjoy me playing c4? Do you think that's better for me? Maybe I should stick with e4? Let me know. I want to hear all your thoughts. But yeah, back to back. Love it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.